Hello everyone. Let us again start physics now. Till now we have completed last chapter was on sound, chapter number 6. Now today we are going to start a new chapter, that is current, electricity, or according to the new syllabus we have the new chapter as electricity and magnetism. Physics, okay? And today's date is 24/8/2020. Let me just give you a brief outline of what are there in the new syllabus for your ICSE 2021. This chapter, it is chapter number 8 in your textbook. 8 and 9 they have clubbed together and they have made it as electricity and magnetism. Now this electricity here, where we talk about the current, the charges, it is not a new chapter. We have done in previous classes, maybe in class 8, class 7. Okay, now here we have the subsection of this electricity and magnetism is number 1. The most important topic that we are going to study is Ohm's law. This Ohm's law was discussed in class 9 as well. In the Ohm's law, you have to understand the concept of the current, charge, resistance, okay, potential difference. You have also the combination of resistances in series. This is also very important topic. Combination of resistances. We have two types of the combination. We will come to that later on. Then another topic there you have is electrical power. Electrical power, and you also have the electrical energy. Your electrical power is the power that is consumed in our day-to-day activities or in our day-to-day using the different what you call electrical appliances. Then you have another is household circuits. Okay, then there are magnetic effect of the current. So these are mostly the main topic. Then you have the magnetic effect of the current. In the household circuit we will be discussing the how the electric circuit or household switches we will be studying there. In that we will be studying about fuse, how the light comes from the main pole into the house, okay, the earthing, etc. So this is your reduced syllabus, and in this we are going to study some main topic starting with Ohm's law. So today let us start with the first topic in this chapter. We have got 3 terms here which are very important. Charge, okay, that is the basic. Then you have current, then you have the potential difference, and you have the resistance. So these are the physical quantity or the terms. All these terms combined, then you will get one law which is called the Ohm's law. Alright, so now let me start straight away with the first quantity in this topic, that is charge. Charge, you know, it constitutes in a conducting body or in a conductor, it constitutes of electrons. Alright, basically charge is the electrons that is present in a body. You must have studied in your previous classes that when the two conducting bodies or the non-conducting bodies, right? In fact, when the two non-conducting bodies are rubbed with each other or rubbed against each other, then we see that there is a flow of electrons from one body to another. there is a transfer of electrons. Let us take body A and let us take a body B. Now when these two bodies are in contact or when they are rubbed together, there will be a transfer of electrons. Electrons will move either from A to B or from B to A. So when these electrons move, then this body will be deficient of these electrons and this body will be positively charged. That means it loses electrons. Electrons is, we all know that it is negatively charged. Okay, that means it loses the electrons. And the body B will gain the electrons, so it will be negatively charged. So here it gains electrons. Okay, so now charges are of two types. We know that one is the positive charge. In the positive charge, now what is happening? It is losing the electrons, and you have the second type of charge, that is negative charge. In the negative charge, what is happening? It is gaining electrons. So now charge is usually given by the symbol Q. Sometimes we also use the small q, but let us use here as capital Q. This is the symbol for the charge. Alright. Now how the charge is defined? So the charge is defined as the number of electrons present. The number of electrons present in a conductor. That means how many electrons are present. So that total number of electrons present gives you the quantity of charge. So basically the formula, or let us say expression for charge is given like this: Q equals to plus into minus Ne, where N defines the number of electrons present in the conductor or in a non-conducting body, and plus indicates that it is the positively charged and the minus indicates that it is negatively charged. Now this charge is a measurable quantity. It can be measured, so definitely it has a unit. So let us learn briefly the unit for the first quantity, that is charge. So charge we have learned here. I'm just going to write this quickly. The expression or the formula for the charge is given as this, where E is the electron, a single electron, and N is the number of electrons present. So for example, let us take this to be a conductor. In this conductor, how many electrons are present? Plus and minus indicates the positive as well as the negative. Now we will discuss the SI unit of charge. The SI unit of charge, it is given as coulomb. It is given as capital C. So coulomb is the SI unit of charge. Now in terms of this electrons, a conductor is, a body is divided into two types: a good conductor and a bad conductor. In a good conductor, or if I take first of all in a bad conductor, which is also called the insulator, electrons are present in the bad conductor as well, but those electrons are static. They are not moving from one place to another. Therefore there is no transfer of electrons taking place in the insulator. Whereas in case of the good conductor, these electrons move from one place to another. There is a movement of the electrons, and when these electrons are moving, that means when the charges are moving, that constitutes the another quantity which we call it as the current. So current is the next topic that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So basically, in order to remember for the charge, the formula is N into E. The symbol for the charge is Q and the unit is given as coulomb. So in one electron, how much charge is present? Very, very less. There is a value given in the textbook. It is something like 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb charge is present. Suppose if I take one electron from a conductor, that electron has got a charge. It has a negative charge. And how much charge is present in that electron? It is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. You can refer that in your textbook. The values are given there. So now let us come to the next topic, that is called the current. Okay, so current is the next physical quantity. Current, it is nothing but it is the rate of flow of charge. Current is defined as the rate of flow of charge. It is defined as rate of flow of charge. That means in a conductor, how much current, how much charges flows in a given time, that constitutes the current. So basically the formula for the current we can write like this. Current, the rate of flow of charge, means charge flowing in a given time. Now this current is represented, or it is given by the symbol capital I, and the charge is given by capital Q, and the time is given by small t. So this is your formula for the current. Now this formula is very, very important, because in this section you have got simple numericals to be solved, and this is one of the formula that you have to use in order to solve the value of the current. That means how much current is flowing in a conductor. So electrons move from one point to another. So how much electrons is flowing in a given unit time, in 1 second, that constitutes the current. Okay, so now we come to the next point here, that is SI, unit of current. Since the current is also it is a measurable quantity, like in case of charge. In the charge the unit was coulomb, and now here the unit of current. We have to take this formula of the current which we have learned just now. Then we can say that coulomb, the unit of the charge is coulomb, is given by capital C, and the unit of the time is given by second, which is given by small s, or we can also write coulomb per second. So coulomb per second is the SI unit of current. But this unit is named after the scientist who studied this, and the person who studied this relation between the current, between the charges flowing in a conductor is Ampere. The name of the person is Ampere, so it is named after him. So we have, okay, now let us write down SI, unit of current, which is given by capital I, is ampere, and this ampere is given by capital A. So we can write down, or 1 ampere equals to 1 coulomb per second. So the standard unit of the current is 1 ampere. Like we say that, suppose this is a conductor or a wire, and when the current is flowing, when the current flowing means when the charges which are present inside the conductor, when they start moving in a given time, as long as the charges are moving, the current is flowing. So how much current is flowing in a conductor? So we have to give in terms of specific unit, and the unit is ampere. We might say 2.5 ampere current. Now when you buy most of these whatever electrical appliances which runs with the help of electricity, in the case outside the unit will be mentioned there, something like 1.5 ampere, capital A. So that capital A gives you the value of the current I. Alright, so now so we have studied two topics there today, that is the charge. The unit is given in capital C, that is Coulomb, and we have learned the second topic, second quantity, that is current. The formula of the current is given as Q by T, charge upon time. The unit is given as ampere, 1 coulomb per second. Now we have one question was asked in ICSE, that is define ampere. Ampere is defined as the current when 1 coulomb of charge flows in a conductor in 1 second time. So when the charge is 1 coulomb, okay, and it is flowing for how long? 1 second. So ampere is defined as the current flowing in a conductor when 1 coulomb of charge flows in 1 second time. So this is the two topic that we have started with. In the next class, that is tomorrow, I am going to start with another two more topic, that is the potential difference and the resistance. From that we will get another term or the law which is very, very important, that is called the Ohm's law. Okay, we will do this much for today. Thank you.